Let's go to criminal affairs. What's going on here? Yeah? What's wrong, detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. She says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You tried to say something about the way I do my job. No, sir. Just tell me about her testimony. So what did Miss Hart say? She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? That's impossible. That's too foggy. She even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. You can't see who it is. But you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. She can do that? If you enhance this, it's just going to be blurry as shit. Come on now. Come on now. I know this is 2001, but you can't enhance that and make it look any kind of fucking good. Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great. Just great. And in any case, she's going to be the one to testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. Cancellation? I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked. And also, if he actually fired that gun, the sound wouldn't travel. It depends how far the boat is out, but the sound wouldn't be instantaneous. So he'd have been reacting. So he just had the gun out. He actually hadn't pulled the trigger at that point. Because there's no, you know, recoil, nothing. It's just straight holding it. There's no flinching, nothing. There's no reaction that you'd see in a photo. It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. But you still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. I'm surprised he's not just representing himself. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. Well, he doesn't have any information. Can I present anything? No, probably not. Let me represent you, goddammit. Your attorney's badge? I can't say I really want to see one of those right now. What's that? I'm not in the mood for idle banter, right? Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind of to point a gun at someone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Maya, shut up. Yes, will you? Damn right I will. I didn't want him to, like, back down because she said it. Alright, you could have guessed this day would come. No, not me. Who could have guessed? This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Well, he probably got you a sponsorship to work with Maya. Or Mia. Never mind, I guess you don't really need to know. My letter of request, please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Awesome. Well, I guess we should... What's that? Earthquake? Nick! It's a big one. Ah! It's coming down. Ooh, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Oh, right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. Let's go to Gourd Lake. I want to just move through here real quick. See if anything changed. Like maybe examine that van. See if anything's in there. High-powered sniper rifle? The SUV has seen better days. It's all dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive that car down here. Nope. Because, I mean, there has to be something. Like, you know, there's an earthquake. Something might have moved. Or not. Nothing moved. No, but let's go ahead and head down to the station. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check up on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I have a feeling that's gonna be important. I wonder what it is with Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. I have a feeling... Never mind. Maybe it's something about, like, the unshakiness. Maybe that's why. Then again, I was only in the same class with him for 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. I think it has something to do with, like, the shaky ground, maybe. And that's probably why you couldn't have been in that boat. I'm fucking hoping. December 26, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Levy number 2. Karma. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. God damn it. He is a god of prosecution. Right. A god. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Yeah, okay. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me times 20. I thought it was 10. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya. Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I called the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe. First, let's see how this goes. Describe the incident. Now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please, take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m. she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the courtroom. Court record. Testify to the court about your arrest. And now... Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. Arrest of Edgeworth. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see, very well. You have no evidence, though, just because he was there. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. Man called into the station around 30 minutes. Who is he? You received a call from a man. Yeah. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? What the fuck was that objection? The woman and the man who called in the police are 2 different people, obviously. Different people. There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? Why aren't you calling that guy? What happened to that guy? That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. He is an expert in criminology. He should understand what is and what is not a suspicious individual. He has a right to give his opinion in the court because it validates what he's been saying. Man, he's got his share of objections. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective in the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. Well, that's a fucking contradiction. She said she heard 2 pistol shots. That's a clear lie. He was shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. I mean, even if it doesn't hit bone, it's still gonna misshape. It's going to change a little. Pistol bullet added. Like, it's completely pristine. Come on, it went through a fucking heart. It's just a clump of muscle. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon. A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Doesn't seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague. It is a pistol bullet found in the victim's body, fired from a .22. I bet Von Karma is feeding him lines. His testimony is probably filled with landmines just waiting for you to press. What do we do? Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? Well said, Nick. You're the man. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Oh, well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. Damn, that was a fast response time. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Do that, and you'll be able to look forward to your next salary review. So much for so much to look forward these days. This is no time for daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. He has some same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There are fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There are clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order, order. No, can we go back that she heard 2 fucking shots? We only recovered 1 bullet. Where's the other? So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accept it into evidence. Cool. Members of the court. 1 second. A murder weapon 22 fired 3 times. Okay. No. We're getting into a lot of different territory. She said she only heard 2 shots. Bears prints from Edgeworth. And we only recovered 1 bullet. We now have the pistol used in the murder, the bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from the pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. It has to do with the firing pin. Nick, he's glaring at me. Well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. Well, you either look at the shell casing or the bullet itself. Since they don't have the shell casing, you just look at the grooves on it, yeah. I was mainly talking about the shell casing because those also are usually unique. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. The pistol, which you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. It's a plant. Order. This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge? I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. And honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, and so I will take something. I'll call my witness after the recess. I'll take a break, which will last about 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? 10-minute recess, now. But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? No, I'm gonna rip Lotta Hart apart because she said there was only 2 shots. There's 3 shots fired from the pistol. Only 1 bullet recovered. Something's not adding up here. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know. Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm not good in it. I'm not no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, stop it. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defenses. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, Wright! Don't jinx the case any worse than it is already. It's bad from my heart. Oh, sorry. Oops. Yeah, don't say that in front of the witness, please. Or defendant. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Miss Lotta Hart, take the stand. Lotta Hart, you're a research student at university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective, understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come out from the lake. Then I looked out the window and saw 2 gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. That photo, accept as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove you from court if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boats on that lake, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order, order. I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. I get a cross-examination because also, you guys are happily omitting the first half. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination We have a photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. And I have 1,001 words saying not fucking guilty. Get the hell out of my courtroom. You lose. Or, you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony. I obviously did. Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt. Contempt of court, you know. I'm not in contempt. I'm a fucking defense attorney. Fuck off. This isn't contempt of court. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Damn right there was. I think I noticed one little thing. No, I did notice a big thing. Well, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's get it. Let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. It was Christmas Eve just after midnight. I was in my car. I heard this bang came out from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Then I looked out the window and saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Juan Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's really taking this hard. Can I fire 3 times? I'm gonna try. There was another bang. Where was the third? Fuck. Damn it. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you. The fucking faulty part is that she only heard 2 and not fucking 3. She's clearly lying. Get the hell out of here. I must be on the wrong track. Damn right I'm... Gosh. Try this. She wasn't there. God damn it. Fuck off. But the shot already rang out. Can I try this? God damn it, I don't know what the fuck they want me to do. Because it doesn't want to go down the fucking line of reasoning I want it to go down. I'm gonna try when she was in her car. I was in my car. God damn it, I don't know what the fuck to do. Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me? No, fuck that. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm not taking a loss. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. Press further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. Oh, that's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions. Fuck off. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Oh, yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This is all suspicious. It's hard. Could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of reasoning. Objection sustained. Wait, now, I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Oh no. Can I not fucking press? Can I try this? Nope, fuck. Go ahead and just fucking reload that. I ain't taking the action. I'll see what happens. Exactly. It's not. The court sees no reason to further prolong, and there is any need for more time to decide the victim. This case is extremely clear, so no room for misinterpretation. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. Fog. With a month from today's date, that is all. The court's adjourned.